Greetings and welcome, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, to episode 462 of the Words About Games podcast, the weekly gamer podcast for Words About Games. I'm one of your hosts, Amy K. Alexander, and I'm joined this week by the American something or other, David Moody, the American legendary motorcycle.
Interesting.
David Moody.
Howdy doodly do, everybody. It's Friday. You know what that means. It's video game day, the holiest of days itself. Just like our tribal chief, we raise up our hand, we point that one finger up in the air, and we all hail video games. Hallelujah. How is everyone doing? How are you doing, Amy?
Oh, it's just me. I've contributed about as much to this podcast as I'm probably gonna this week.
Yeah, we know that's not gonna happen
with that intro. Like, I have a chest infection. I said it on Bluesky. It's fine. I'll talk about it on here. It's like I have a chest infection. What's funny is it came on the Thursday night or like early Friday morning. Like I woke up at 3:30 and my chest was both on fire and like felt like it was being sat on.
Did it feel like something was trying to get out?
It felt like something was trying to get out and also something was trying to get in, like at the same time.
That's an interesting combination.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have a great night. But what's funny is, like, because I still had to edit the podcast. That's the reason it was late. It took like so much energy. I was doing it in really small chunks. And because of the way we did, you know how we did the podcast where we asked all of those questions. So instead of being like, oh, I just have to find like 3 timestamps, I had to find like 20. So it took a while. But like as I'm editing it through, I'm like, oh, like I've got a little bit of a cough on the podcast. And every now and again, I'm just going, and then like it's getting a little bit worse as the podcast goes on. And I'm like, I can see the start, the beginning.
Vitz's topic last week infected you.
No, it was a good topic. I liked it. I enjoyed the podcast last week.
And that's why it infected you. It was a good topic.
And then everything in my life went wrong for the next 7 days. But I still agreed to come and do this podcast, for better or worse.
Yeah. Daddy went out for milk. We're still waiting for him.
Yeah, he's gone. I think he's gone to watch some fucking Marvel film or something. I don't remember what he said.
Yeah. I don't know if that was yesterday or tonight or while we're recording. I don't know which one it was.
No, I think
but yeah,
he didn't tell us what he was doing. He just said, I want this day off. And we were like, yeah, fine. I don't see how that could possibly be an issue.
That's true.
But but then you text yesterday because I was like, look, I think I texted you on Wednesday and I was like, look, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen this week, because like I am not getting, like, I have hit a ceiling in my recovery where it's like I'm not getting any better. And you said, oh well, we could push it to Friday, and Vitz was straight in there with like, no I'm also busy on Friday. I think he just wanted a break from us. I don't think Vitz had plans. I think Vitz just wanted to not be here.
Let's be fair, I can understand that.
I mean, I understand that too.
I completely understand. But there's one thing I also want to ask of it. But so, because you're going to see the Fantastic Four movie, I've got a bone to pick with you, sir. And as you're not here to defend yourself,
and I'm not in any shape to defend you. You're on your own. Good luck.
Yeah, that was true. To defend yourself, sir, I have a bone. And more deep down, though, this bone is at Disney. I have to be frank, and at James Cameron. So apparently, in front of the Fantastic Four movie, the fucking Avatar 3 trailer's out there. You see it in the beginning of the movie. How the fuck is one of the people who's not really a big fan of that movie, and I'm the biggest fucking fan out there. I don't give a fuck who you are and YouTubers and all this shit. I'm the biggest fucking fan. I'm the one who got it to $2 billion twice, motherfuckers. I scared one guy off for my review because he gave a bad opinion for it on this podcast. That's how much I love this franchise. And Vitz gets to see the trailer first before me. Now, if he didn't see the trailer, that's absolutely fine. I don't really give a fuck. But if he has seen the trailer and I haven't seen the trailer, well, I don't know who to be offended by, Vitz or Disney. I can be offended by both, but because Vitz potentially have seen it, I feel like it should be Vitz. But as he's not here to defend himself, because he's gone out for milk again, like we've already stated this and everything. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say here and everything like that. But either way, Disney released the fucking trailer for me. Just like, seriously, I'm getting really fucking sick of this. It's really pissing me off.
Dumbass movie.
I'm already going to go and see the movie. This is the thing. Like, I've already seen the fucking, but I still want to see the trailer.
You'll see the trailer when you see the movie.
That might be fair, but I want to see the trailer. I want to see it now, not in December. I want to see it now, not in December.
You're not going to go and see it.
But I will see it in December. But either way, it'll be my second movie I see in 2025. First one being Predator Badlands. Oh, that trailer was badass. I won't lie. It was a glorious, badass trailer. But either way. But yeah, we'll get to that at our things we like thingy, whatever. But yeah, let's get back to Vince and Vitz, just for the heck of it, because he's not here.
Oh, I'm in.
Moody takes over.
We haven't told them the
I
twist.
tried to stop him, Vitz.
No, I really didn't. We haven't told them.
Didn't.
We haven't told them how this podcast is going to work this week yet. So.
I know. We'll let you go there first. Let's go.
It's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, this is Moody's podcast. I did the intro, and I've got my little indie game of the week, and I've got the OpenCritic stuff, and everything in between. That's all Moody. My brain is fucking mushed, right? I finished Chrono Trigger.
Hey, congrats.
It was like, at a certain point, it was like a fever dream. Not because the game
Did you or did you not?
Not because, well, I've got the achievement on the Steam that says I finished it. Like,
but is that your eyes playing tricks on you?
It's not,
I don't know, Rudy.
It's not because of any particular, like, it's not like a trippy game or anything, but it did start to feel like a fever dream after a while. But then, like, I was like, I'm gonna pick up my Dragon Age 2 save because I want to finish Dragon Age 2. So I was playing Dragon Age 2, and the first quest that I did, you have to go into the Fade. So I was sat here, brain melting, like, you know.
Yeah,
and like
as you know.
the Fade, when they do you go into the Fade, which is like the dream realm in Dragon Age. And like they do the effect where like the screen is blurred, like from the edges, but it's really blurred. Like it's not just a little bit on the edges; it's like all the way to the center almost.
Yeah. And
I was just sat here like this.
I don't know what's real or not here.
Oh, I'm gonna have to turn the difficulty down on this. I can't see anything.
That's me when I was playing Expedition 33. I was like, why are you too bright? What's going on? But anyway.
Yeah, it's been a bad week, but hey, I'm here. I'm chatting with you. You're chatting. I'm here. Maybe I'll chime in.
You're here, making sure I don't do anything stupid or say something stupid.
I don't know why I'm here. Like, I feel like you could definitely could have done this by yourself. It would, and I feel like
I could.
I feel like that would have been an interesting. Like, you just give me a video file,
an email. Here's the file. Enjoy.
This is 4.5 hours long.
A lot of things happened.
Does it need editing? Like, no, do not edit any of it. Okay. And is it all about games?
Potato.
When you think about it, anything could be a game.
Yeah, that's true. That could be the title as well. If you think about it, anything could be a game.
Just frame talking about fucking Avatar or whatever, the aliens or whatever, but as a game show. So just like have it where you just like ask yourself a quiz show question. And the quiz show question
I'll use all the ones that Vitz used against me.
Sure.
And this time I'll get them all perfectly right. I'm still annoyed by that bloody breath one for Alien Resurrection. It's still annoying me to this day. How do you open the doors in Alien Resurrection? Yeah, I don't know. Do a wiggly dance. I also couldn't remember. My brain.
It's different when
I knew
you're
I
in the
should have.
chair. It's different when you're in the chair, man.
No, this is the thing about it. No, I disagree. I will disagree with that because I'm pretty sure every alien and aliens question I answered correctly. Those were the ones I watched that day. I thought, hey, I was just saying to myself, this is what this is the planet called, this is what the ship's called, this is what the other ship's called, and these are the main characters. Yeah, I'll be fine. How did they open the door in Alien Resurrection? Fudge.
Oh yeah, there's more than two films. Shit.
Yeah, next time we'll watch Romulus. See how you enjoy that.
I'm so sorry to everybody. This is the podcast. This is cool things we like. This is the thing where we do every week. We talk about cool things that we like watched or whatever over the past week that we liked because we hate algorithms and we like recommendations. So consider these personal recommendations from us about cool things. Moody,
cool things.
Cool things. Knock yourself out. I'm over now.
Cool things, plural, everybody. First of all, I've already alluded to it. The Predator Badlands trailer, absolutely great trailer. I'm really into that now. I'm just like, yeah, bring it to me, give me it all. It's basically Chewbacca and a C-3PO movie where C-3PO is getting carried along all the time, it seems like, and it's just absolutely, it looks really, really fun. And yeah, I'm ready for it. Bring it on. Just bring it on, and I'm all for it. The director, Dan Trachtenberg, I believe. He's 2 for 2 already. Prey, great movie. The animated movie that came out a few weeks ago, great movie. And this, I think, is going to be a great movie as well. Looking forward to seeing it in November. Go and check the trailer out. Absolutely a badass trailer. Next thing I want to talk about is, now, I haven't really talked about this to either Amy or Vitz properly, but I know they saw my craziness in the chat a while ago about it. So my dress up darling has started again. Season 2's come out and everything, and I went a bit crazy after the first episode because the animation seemed a bit different and whatnot, and now I went full on crazy mode. But I'm in now episode 3, and by the end of episode 3 I was just like, what am I complaining about? It's such a great show.
Is this
such a great show?
Is this like the Star Trek Picard all over again? I hate the look of that ship. It looks terrible.
No, but I already loved my dress up darling. It was something that seemed off from the first episode, but episode 2 and 3 does seem like it's back to normal. Everything, I don't know, but it was also the first time I ever watched it in subbed, so it was very weird to hear in different voices for it. Because the first time I watched my dress up was in dubbed and everything, and I think the dubbed is incredible. I think the voice actors do an incredible job for that, and I'm looking forward to them doing season 2 and everything. But no, I am like, I'm full on like just it's a great. I'm enjoying it. I bought like the first 5 volumes digitally on for myself, and I've been slowly wiggling my way through that. Just seeing like the little differences of like how they do certain dialogue has been really interesting as well. But go and check it out. Beautiful anime, and it deserves all the love. And I don't care if anyone hating on it because they're wrong. I don't care about your opinion. You're wrong.
Fuck you.
Whatnot. And also, I want to shout out, even though I'm not even into the second stage of the world yet, I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima.
I saw that. Yeah.
I am enjoying it. I've had a lot of fun with it so far. It seems very samey to what I've played before from like a lot of open worlds type of thing. But I love Japanese culture. I always switch between where I'm just like, if I wanted just a chill play game, I'd switch to English just so I can understand them properly and everything. It's quicker, so I don't have to properly focus. And but if I really want to just have that proper authentic experience, I switch to Japanese, and I also switch to the Kurosawa mode as well, where it's black and white and it's absolutely gorgeous. I won't lie, visually it's stunning. The game is absolutely visually stunning. I've just like ran around like on my horse multiple times, and how they've used the sun and everything, it's just breathtaking. I'm just like, I get it. I get it. And fighting, the combat's really good as well. I love the armor sets. It seems like they're really, really canny. And yeah,
Cool.
just it's a pretty darn good time out there right now.
Sounds
so
pretty
go and
cool
check it
to
out.
me.
Go and check all that stuff out, everybody. Have you got anything you want to shout out? I know you're half. I know you're half dead.
I mean, yeah, I'm half dead. I don't know. Like I've done a lot because obviously I've been here. I've been in this room for most of the past 7 days. Like I've played Chrono Trigger, played Dragon Age. I've watched some Dropout. I watched Firefly from start to finish in like
Nice.
2 days.
It's good shit. It's a good show.
Very, according to the review poll on the back, it's a very funny, very hip, very terrific sci-fi show. Yeah, it was pretty good, you know.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know where you can stream it. I got it off of my shelf. It was right there. You can't have it. It's my shelf.
I'm gonna guess, but I might be wrong, that if you can stream it, it'll probably be on Disney Plus. Because obviously it's Fox and everything, so I'm gonna take a guess that it's on there, but don't hold me to that, people.
Well, I watched Star Trek, the new 2 Star Trek episodes. I was like, eh.
I'm hearing very mixed things about that. Is everything okay with the show? I haven't watched them yet. I'm not getting Paramount Plus.
I don't know. Just do what I usually do and just get it all at once. Watch it all at once. Save yourself the extra subscription month.
That's fair.
Because it's like 3. It works out as like 3 subscription months if you watch it week to week to week.
Oh.
Whereas if you just get it for 1 month and binge it, fight the power.
Fight the power.
Power being paramount.
What song is that?
I don't
Fight
know.
the power.
Fuck the man.
Fuck the man.
So yeah, any one of those things that I did, yeah, they were all pretty cool.
Do you want to save Chrono Trigger to when you want to review it, I guess?
I wasn't really planning on reviewing it, to be honest. Again,
okay.
Fever Dream. It's a good game.
Fever Dream.
It's
game.
A very good game. I get it now.
You get it. You understand the love.
I get it.
You understand the love.
There's a frog. The frog has a sword. It's great.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Really cool. Yeah, I need to have a look at that game. I've got it on PC as well, so I need to have a look at it. So.
Yeah. I don't know. What came over me. I saw it. I downloaded it. I was like, this.
Played it. Completed it.
I'll take my time with this. Oh no, I'm dying.
Well, if I'm dying, I better go down with knowing if this game is good.
She died doing what she loved, playing games from 30 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, go do that.
So yeah, I was just talked about this podcast this week's going to work a little bit differently. Amy doesn't have much brain power in her brain. So essentially, I am now apart from halftime and indie game of the week and all of the stuff that's basically written down for me in the podcast document. For all intents and purposes, I am transferring hostship of this podcast for at least 1 week to one Daff and Moody. So like, I don't know if there's like an official ceremony you want to do or like some kind of like temporary transfer of power, like I could just pretend to throw it to you, like, here, you ready?
Yeah, throw it to me. Yeah, go for it.
Huh. There you go, it's done.
I have the power. I have the power.
It expires in 2 hours. Make the most of it.
All right, America, I'm coming for you. What kind of power is this? Is this beating up power or just podcast power?
It's just podcast power.
Oh, fucking hell. This is useless then.
Fine, I'll have it back. Yeah.
Yeah, see if that helps you. Yeah, Iron Brew, that's really going to help you. Your chest infection.
I need something that tastes like something.
A lot of things taste like something.
Water tastes like whatever your fucking mouth tastes like. My mouth tastes like all the phlegm I've been coughing up.
But if you put a slice of lemon in that water, it'll be completely different.
Lemon.
A slice of cucumber in that water, it'll feel completely different.
Just slice this podcast. Put a slice of podcast in.
Slice it open.
Slice, dice. Like Star Wars, when he cuts the thing open and crawls inside.
Or like on The Revenant when Leonardo DiCaprio cuts open the horse and crawls inside.
Yeah, sure. It sounds like the same thing. Yeah.
Sounds completely the same thing. It's on a Star Wars is a made-up thing, and this apparently actually happened. So it's painful to hear that this horse might have jumped off a cliff, and died very painfully.
Sounds like
and then got cut open for the rest of its troubles to keep a white man warm.
Apart from that last part, it just sounds like the horse from The Witcher 3.
Alright. Okay, everybody, I have power. It's me. You're stuck with me, nerds. Aren't you lucky? Aren't you very, very lucky? So let's get into the first story we're going to talk about, and that is Outer Worlds 2. Game no one gives a fuck about, basically. No one cares about it. The first game came out, and may have got some love, from our one selves. Amy Kate Alexander gave some love to that game, but who gives a fuck? It's now apparently going to be $10 cheaper, as Obsidian details how to get a refund on your pre-order. As apparently the Xbox have re-rolled the dice to drop the price of Obsidian's Outer Worlds 2 back to $70, as it was planned to be $80. And let's have a look at this statement from Xbox. Let's open it up. Open wide. Xbox says once again, you're doing a U-turn again and whatnot. There we go. Here we go. The statement reads, we have received your SOS via skip drones about the pricing, as our organization devoted to making sure that corporations do not go unfettered. Interesting. We have worked it out with redacted. Wait, what? Why did why are you redacting things, or is this them? Either to revise the
redacted. It's the Outer Worlds is a parody of capitalism. So.
Oh, okay. To revise the price of the Outer Worlds 2. Well, this will not bring peace to the galaxy or even your look. Oh, that's why. Okay, I get that. I get the statement now. I understand this. Blah 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 blah.
So, yeah, so they're reducing.
Yeah. But I don't understand. I never really played the first game, so I can't comment on it about the corporation things, shit like that and whatnot. But either way, boo corporations. Either way. But no, yeah. Price was $80. They've now reduced it back to $70. I think originally the first game, I'm hearing conflicting things. People are saying it was $50. Some are saying it was $60 when it first came out. I deep down don't really care that then it what it is. But it was Game Pass basically.
Game Pass.
Yeah, it's a Game Pass. $80. There's no doubt about, we know some games are good, big games are going to do this. Mario World did this. Pretty much certain that GTA 6, 6. I forgot the number which one it was on. It's been that long. Is going to be probably $80, if not fucking high, on them. And other games are going to do it as well and everything. But Outer Worlds, I thought everyone was just what I saw was absolutely going crazy of why is this one going to be $80? It makes no absolute sense and everything. And they basically, Microsoft have U-turned on it, and I don't know really the reasons. We can all obviously surmise. Weren't selling very well, weren't getting many pre-orders, a lot of backlash towards it. Could it be also just people people are just saying, why the fuck have you picked this one? And I think also it's just people have also maybe done the thing that what you've said, Amy, and I think both me and Vitz have said. People just saying, yo, no, I have no interest in buying this for $80. And I'm going to vote with my wallet and you're not going to get my money for it and everything type of thing. And and hopefully that is one of the things that has happened to this. I don't really know. I was never going to play this game and everything. I have no real interest in it. I know Obsidian's a very much loved developer. I know Amy, you love New Vegas and everything. It's one of your favorite games. And they're Obsidian have had a weird year already this year. This will be their third game they released this year. I think, isn't it?
Something like
they were obviously they had Avowed earlier this year, which overall, to what I hear, was mixed overall. I think it's fair to say, going off what I saw and what I think. I never played it, can't comment on. I know you gave up on playing it because you just didn't
it was fine.
You were saying it was fine, and everything good other than that. But yeah, have you got any thoughts on this? If you can give anything.
No, I mean I've got I know, all right. In small bursts, shit. Like I don't know. Yeah, because Grounded 2, I think, is coming out this year as well.
Yes. That's right.
Which is the other Obsidian game. There might be another one. I don't know. But I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that's a little disappointed that they're backing down, because I don't know if you remember when we talked about $80 games, or like potentially like GTA 6 doing like the $100 game thing. And I believe, and if you remember at the end of that segment of the podcast, I basically just said, "Do it, let's go, game of chicken, let's see who wins." And I'm disappointed we haven't had the game of chicken, because it seems like Microsoft have correctly realized that, like, just because Nintendo could sell Mario Kart for $80 doesn't mean they can sell the Outer Worlds 2 for $80. But I mean that's going to be good for the game, and it's going to be good for the developers. You know, the development studio, it's actually going to sell it. What probably happened was they probably looked at the numbers of pre-orders they were getting, and they probably weren't getting very many pre-orders.
Probably.
And then they were like, shit, we have to do something about this. Do you think it could be the price? And yeah, it was, yeah.
I think also it could be that it's going into Game Pass.
Yeah, that's true.
At the same time, so just like people who obviously, what we believe, obviously they haven't reported or anything like that. It's believed they have like 32 million people who have Game Pass and everything, give or take. If all 32 million who have already subscribed to it, they're not going to get any, because they've already got the money. So it's like, yeah.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know, like Microsoft. Like, Xbox gamers don't buy games. Like,
that's true.
So
They've literally been shown not to. They've been told not to anymore.
I don't know like how much Game Pass like affects game sales, because it's not on like Steam where people like to buy games, and it's not on like PS5, right? Like this game's coming out on PS5. I saw it in one of the articles. Like the pre-orders are on PS5 as well, and like, so I don't know how much Game Pass actually affects the sales of the games, just because like people who want to buy it will buy it, like on Steam or on PS5.
Yeah, it's on PS5, Steam, Battle.net, and like, obviously the Xbox stuff.
Yeah, there's more PS5s out there than there are Game Pass subscribers.
More Steam people than the Game Pass subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
And if those fuckers aren't get pre-ordered, that literally does tell you something. But I think it's also just like, I don't know, I just feel like this is a game that's going to come out and it's going to die straight away, and I don't want it to, because obviously Obsidian's a really successful and great company, and we all know what Xbox is like right now, or should I say Microsoft, or what they are like right now. So
yeah, there's obviously a lot of negative sentiment towards Microsoft just for how they've been conducting their business for the last year and a half, which you know, it will factor into any of the games that they release somewhat. There's the BDS boycott because of the AI technology being used by Israel. Like, I'm not going to try and explain that anymore in my current state, other than to say that there is a boycott of it, and people are choosing not to buy Xbox games right now, and this is an Xbox game. So like, there's obviously a lot of factors going into like why Xbox might not sell as many copies of any game. But I do think the price point reversal for me literally just points to one thing: is their pre-orders were down on Steam and PS5. Like, they probably have like a target, and it's lagged so far. Like, if it was close, they wouldn't have dropped the price. So I imagine the gap between what their target is and how many pre-orders they've sold has to be quite significant for them to actually lower the price of the game before it's even come out, because that's like in terms of like corporations and like the actions that they will take, like price drops are like the last thing. That's like the last resort to sell something.
Yeah. I'm curious on your thoughts of this, after this. So obviously we've seen a lot of success for games this year that were very quote unquote cheaper than what the norm is.
Cheaper than $80 or $70.
Yeah, basically out there. Obviously, Claire Expedition. I always mix up the first part, but I can get that Expedition fine.
Claire Expedition Obscure 33. Yeah,
that's it. Expedition 33. You obviously got Kingdom Deliverance 2 and again many more, but were even cheaper than that, than $50. Yeah. And I just wonder I'm wondering now if the industry or the fans are now starting to hit a wall with this, even maybe the $70 price tag. Because I'm curious how much of a difference that $10 or £10, either way, whatever it will be for your currency, is that going to really make people go and say, oh, that makes all the difference. I'm now that'll save me 10 bloody quid and everything. I don't know if it'll make that much of a difference, and I just feel like we're seeing the fans are now maybe trying to not subconsciously saying, yo, we're not even accepting $70 maybe, because we've seen greatness at $50 or £50, like a great high standard, and your games at a 60, 70, 80 plus dollars have not hit that standard.
Yeah, I mean, I would throw Elden. I would just want to point out as well that Elden Ring Night Rain came out at the end of May, and it was £35. So,
yeah,
which like Elden Ring is like one of the biggest names in like modern gaming. So like you're competing with that, right? Like, yeah. You know, if you're GTA or Mario Kart, you're not competing with anything, like, because those games are big enough. Like
they're on their own island.
Yeah, they're on their own island. They don't need to worry about what everybody else is doing. But if you're the Outer Worlds, like you're competing with like Expedition 33 and Elden Ring Night Rain and whatever other games have come out that are cheaper. And the Outer Worlds 2, like it's not coming out until towards the end of the year, right? So like you'll have opportunities towards the end of the year to even buy games like Expedition 33 or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 for even cheaper, because they'll be on sale for like 20% off for like Black Friday sales or whatever. So it becomes a thing of like, I don't think like lowering the price of Outer Worlds 2 by $10 it'll make a difference, I think, because I think everybody has limits to what they'll spend on a single video game. Like I did. I think I've bought one game for £70, maybe. But now that I've said it out loud, it's like I don't remember what that is. Like, yeah, but that might just be because my brain is melting inside of my head. But even at £60, like I don't buy a lot of full price. Like if we're calling full price £60, like the old full price, like I don't even buy a lot of those games. Because I mean, I played Chrono Trigger last week, man. It came out on Super Nintendo 30 years ago, and it holds up to like all of the new games that I've played this year. You know, I think about like I played Atomfall, I played Blueprints, I played Expedition 33. Like they're all games that I really, really enjoyed this year, and like I'll talk really positively about them. But like Chrono Trigger was significantly cheaper than all of those games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like it's a. I think go off what you're saying about I think the last game you bought was $70. I want to say, but I might be completely wrong there. It might have been Final Fantasy Rebirth.
I didn't buy Final Fantasy Rebirth. It was one of the last games I rented from Boomerang because I thought that as well.
Oh,
I was like, I bought Rebirth, and I was like, no, I didn't.
I was the schmuck. I was that schmuck.
You were that schmuck.
Because they didn't send it out to me. So they sent it to you, but they didn't send it out to me. Damn it. And I gave in because I felt like I needed to be part of the conversation.
They were making up for when they didn't send me Remake during lockdown, and I had to buy that.
Yeah. I know you bought Infinite Wealth.
I did. That wasn't a £70 game.
Was it not?
No. Metaphor.
Oh, no,
I have bought one £70 game, and it was Metaphor Fantasia.
The game you love so much. Obviously.
I was like, it must be on here. Like, if I scroll through my PlayStation library, I will find a game that's £70, and it was Metaphor. And then, I think that's part of the reason why I don't even buy anymore, because I got burned buying that game for £70 because I played it.
That's fair. Yeah.
I didn't like it that much. So then
it was like the same for me with Rebirth.
So then it was like, well, shit. Because I remember I was with you, and I don't know if I was on stream or if we were just chatting or whatever, and I said, I'm debating whether I get Metaphor or Silent Hill 2, because they both came out at the same time. And I was like, I can buy one, not the other one. And I chose the wrong one, because I rented Silent Hill 2 from Boomerang, and I had a fucking amazing time with it. And I was like, shit, I fucked up, you know what I mean?
But we understood the reasons, though. Thinking the team behind Metaphor have had such a great track record with you, and the last team and the team with Silent Hill 2, we've bitched about many times.
But it's not like oh, I fucked up. This was a foreseeable thing. It was it was unforeseeable.
Yeah, definitely.
I made the best choice based on the information that I had about the developers and the games and everything else. That's not where I fucked up. I just fucked up because you can never go into any game knowing ahead of time that you're going to enjoy it. There are zero guarantees. When I picked up Chrono Trigger, bearing in mind Final Fantasy 6 and 7 and 9 and RPGs from that era are things that I really love. There's no guarantee that I'm going to like Chrono Trigger. Right?
Yeah.
So and so it makes that money that you spend kind of like a bet almost that you're making. You're gambling that money in some way, unless you're rebuying a game that you like. I wouldn't like the retro games that I've been buying that I already know I like. But even then, I haven't spent £70 on one yet. I will. I'm sure I will at some point, but.
Yeah, but it'll be an old one. It'll be an old game.
It'll be an old game.
Probably.
Silent Hill 1 on PS1, fucking, which I know I like. But that bet that you make, eventually it's not going to come off. And it feels terrible to be out that much money. And then the next time you're looking at a game that's £70. And it's hang on. Because I bought this game that I thought was going to be a surefire hit with me. And it wasn't. And I feel like I wasted my money on that. So maybe I won't buy this game. Maybe I'll buy instead. Let me look at this Expedition Obscure 33, which is £40. Well, that's £30 less than whatever the fuck Assassin's Creed, whatever the fuck else is coming out. And that's a safer bet, because you'll still feel bad if you buy the game full price and don't like it, but you won't feel as bad because you haven't wasted so much money on it. You know what I mean? Yeah,
no, I completely agree. I was saying, with what the things I'm liking right now, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima. I've never played that before, and I bought it, but I bought it at a more of a discount price than a release. I think it was £50 when I got it.
It's pretty cheap. It's like 35 quid or something.
No, I'm pretty sure it was less than that.
Sure, I was kind of making my own decisions in that moment.
You were. I'm pretty sure it was like 50 quid, which I don't mind. For me, 50 quid's the sweet spot. I think that's high enough where people won't get angry, and low enough where people will be like, I'm okay with that. Where they won't get angry if they didn't enjoy the game and everything like that. Anything higher, I think people are now starting to get into that part of just I've spent 70 quid on the 60, 70, 80 plus quid on this, and I feel like I've just been completely ripped off and everything and whatnot. And I think it's I'm not really. I think I need more evidence of the thing what I suggested at the beginning of the top of the question I asked you, of just will this happen more? Obviously, I think it's obviously it's happened with this U-turn. You saw the backlash towards Borderlands 4 and everything with the idiot with him and whatnot, and that's how he answered that. And so it's what I think was more of his term of how he's.
you'll find
you'll
the
buy
money.
this,
Like,
yeah, type of thing. Yeah,
that's the next door neighbor to if you wanna buy a PS3, just get a second job. Like,
yeah,
at a certain point, you're just condescending to people, and like then it's not even about the money anymore. In that moment, it's about, well, fuck you. Like,
yeah,
I'm not going to buy this now out of principle. It's
yeah,
got nothing to do with the $80.
yeah. There's no doubt about it. But like I think like people say like people are maybe starting to open their eyes up. Need more evidence on it. But we'll see about it and everything. But um. I'm curious. I know you enjoyed Outer Worlds 1. Are you going to give Outer Worlds 2 a try?
So
Were you thinking of it?
I mean, no, not for £70, honestly. But I mean, at the moment, with the whole Microsoft BDS thing, it's like I'm not touching Microsoft games at all at the moment. So, if that wasn't a thing, again, for the price, it would be a wait. I'd wait for a sale. Like, even if I was putting that to one side to answer your question, honestly, it would be like, no, I'd wait for a sale. Like, Outer Worlds was a good game, but I don't put it in. Like, I enjoyed it more than people generally did at the time that it came out, for sure. But I don't.
Normally happens with you.
I don't put it. Yeah, I usually go one way or the other. But I don't put it in like a top tier, like must play like thing for me. So it would be a case of like, I'll wait on this one.
That's what I also think why people are like were just shocked of the price for it. It's just like, really, this game?
Yeah.
This game.
Like
type of thing.
This is your Vanguard into $80. It's like no shade on Obsidian again, who have made like again you mentioned Fallout, but I'd also throw up like Pentiment as another one I would put in that top tier. Like Obsidian make games that I love, but even I look at that and go, that's the game that you're gonna go with. Like, not Fable, like which at least has, but then I was about to say, well, at least that has like the series recognition, has the heft behind it, but does it?
No.
Or have we just all been tricked into thinking Fable is like a heavyweight because what, it's been in development so long? Like, actually,
I think if it was a heavyweight, Lionhead would still be around.
My friend Luna,
personally,
I don't know why we've just skipped. I don't know why I've skipped over. My brain skipped tracks, but like,
my
friend Luna tried to play Fable 2 on stream, which arguably is the more beloved of the 3 Fable games.
Yeah,
and she didn't like it, and I was watching her play it, and I was like having those memories of like playing it back in the Xbox 360 days and being like, yeah, I remember thinking it's good, but like. Everything about it is just okay, but not like it doesn't take that next step. And I had a lot of big ideas, but didn't execute on them. She posted a review on Backlogged of Fable 2, and like as I was reading it, I was like, you know what? It feels like Fable 2, which is completely unrelated to the topic, but Fable 2 feels like if you haven't played very many RPGs, I think you'll really like it. But if you have, I think it's gonna feel underbaked.
I think it came out in a time where RPGs were getting very mixed reactions. I think from a lot of people. I think
we as an industry, because that would have been around about the time when everybody was sick of like turn-based games, and everybody was, I say quote unquote everybody. It was like there was a backlash in like the popular media of like against turn-based games. That was when everybody was being weirdly racist about Japanese games. Like, it was all about like action. It has to be more action packed. Like that was, I think that was around about that time of that move towards that.
Yeah. Which may be fair to. I think what it is the Fables, looking back on them, and now I haven't played them in a long time, I don't think they've aged great. It's very dark British humor in a lot of places, and British humor ain't the best. Let's just be frank here. With the people, sometimes we think we're funny. We're not funny.
We have our moments. We've made some great sitcoms.
Yes.
But
yeah. But no, everyone out there, let us know what your thoughts on Outer Worlds 2 here. Were you gonna buy this at £80? Are you happy they've reduced the price? Or do you think they should have even lowered it even more? I think for me, they would never have done it, because I think they would have even got even a bigger backlash. Should have just dropped it to 50. I think it helps the game then, because a lot of people are trying to remember what that first game price was, and like I have a feeling it was 50.
I think this
but
is the other insidious nature of Game Pass as well, right? Because I played it on Game Pass. You're asking me how much it cost. I have no fucking idea. Like, it cost me push 8 a download. That's how much it cost me. And I remember even actually, like, I had that bug where I couldn't finish it for like a week. I had to leave it sitting like in the final mission as well. For like a week before I could finish the game. And I'm one of the people that enjoyed it. Like, I think it came out at like $40 or $50. I don't think it was a full price game.
I don't think it was either.
Because it was one of those Private Division games. You remember Private Division?
Yeah.
Like, they released games that weren't full price games. I'm sure it wasn't.
But apparently no one's been able to find out properly. And I'm just I wonder why Xbox have done that.
I looked it up on Steam, and it's full price now. It's $24.99. Like, so.
Yeah, that's now. Obviously, it's been out for a few years now. So
it's just one of those games where it's like the price actually drops. Like, some companies drop the prices over time. That not everyone is Nintendo or PlayStation who keep their fucking games at full price like forever, which is nice.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But let us know. I think personally, I hate to say this, but I think the game's going to die straight away when it comes out. I think it'll get a quick bite. It might get good reviews and everything, but I just don't think. I think it's really mixed right now. Everything with Xbox and Microsoft is very mixed. Like what you said, there's a lot of people boycotting them right now for many reasons. Obviously, the Israel scenario, and obviously, I think people are just pissed off as hell with what they did a couple of weeks ago with the 9,000 layoffs and everything. So,
I think the only thing, apart from the fact that it's a talented studio full of talented people who can make a good game, that to me, that's all a given. I think the only other thing the Outer Worlds 2 has got going for it, and this could be a double-edged sword, is the fact that Starfield sucked for a lot of people. And if Microsoft can get behind, not necessarily saying like blatantly outright like, oh, this is going to be good, unlike Starfield, because with that like nudge, wink, wink sort of like, hey, you were excited for Starfield and it was disappointing, but check this game out. Because you're in a similar sort of situation. It's an RPG, it's first person, it's set in space. You have a spaceship, you go to different planets. It's like they are similar pitches, right? The only reason I call it a double-edged sword is for two reasons. One, people will probably burn, like people who didn't enjoy Starfield are probably burned on that type of experience, and also, like, Microsoft famously do not know how to communicate with the outside world effectively. So I don't think they could get that point across. But I think that could be a benefit to the game if they can get that point across of just like, hey, it's a bit like it's like Starfield but good. But like, they can't just say that.
It's Starfield but good this
time. I watched
Vitz
play that game, I swear to God. He shared his footage, he was sharing his screen, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I want to have a look at something. So
no shade to anyone who played Starfield and enjoyed it. I love you. I appreciate you. I think you're great. Just Jesus Christ.
Thing is, like, there are a lot of games coming out that time, so this is probably a little too early for it to probably really impact it. But like at back end of September, you've got Final Fantasy Silent Hill F, which I think looks incredible.
It does. Yeah.
You got Ghosts of Yotai. In the same month, you've got Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, sorry. Little Nightmares, Directive 8020.
It's been delayed. Directive 8020 has been delayed.
Oh, has it? Okay, it hasn't been changed on this. Pokemon Legends. Another Xbox game, or at least been published or pushed by them. Ninja Gaiden 4. Arc Raiders. Dragon Quest. It's like, I think it's going to get swamped.
Is that Dragon Quest 3 or 1 and 2? The
1 and 2. 1 and 2. It says October 30th, the same day. No, same day. No, let me look. No.
That's always the case at this time of year. At that time of year, though, there's always games.
The day before, it's the day after Outer Worlds. I know that, but this is what I'm saying. It's like I think those like Dragon Quest has a massive audience. Outer Worlds does not. Ghost of Yotai has a big audience. I think a bigger audience than Outer Worlds, which is a shame. Pokemon basically has the bigger audience out of all of them, and I know that's only on one platform and everything, but that's a platform that can take divert people from a different. Make them look left instead of right, where Outer Worlds would be. And I was like, oh no, I want to go to the Pokemon people type of thing.
Pokemon's the like that game is being released for people who are desperately trying to find things to do with their Switch 2, or desperately trying to like justify a Switch 2 in purchase, right? I don't know. I don't know the effect like one game has on another game or whatnot. Like the thing about like gamers, the 14% or whatever it is, the ones of us who like play all of these fucking games, like the mad people that we are, we're hoarders, right? We'll buy tons of games and then keep them in a pile, and then eventually maybe we'll get round to them. But no, like
because they don't talk about them, that'll make them think, oh, the game didn't really get talked about that great. Oh, that's not really great. Oh, we need to maybe not pivot somewhere else now. Maybe I don't know. Which could just hurt the company, and it's just
could. Yeah, you're not right. I mean, you're not wrong. Sorry.
It's the thing. Like, I agree with what you're saying. That we're hoarders, but at the same time, I think like what I've said. I think my thing might come to fruition of just like. Hey, people again, like there's not enough time, like we've already spoken about. There's too many games, which we've already spoken about. Yes, I agree with that, we're hoarders, but at the same time, with all these other games that are coming out, that I think are ahead of Outer Worlds 2, I just feel like, yes, it's on Game Pass. Game Pass ain't selling people. I don't care what the Xbox is saying. We already know that they're fudging the numbers so they can say when it comes to development costs. So it's like, come on, people.
No, like Game Pass has got the numbers. It's just they're fudging the profitability.
Because they're
allegedly. Sorry.
Yeah, allegedly, because they're not counting the development costs.
The development costs of the games that they make to put on it or don't count. I mean, the only advantage that the Outer Worlds has against a lot of those games is a lot of those games are not available on Xbox. That's the only advantage in that melee. You know what I mean? In that maelstrom and.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But they're also a reason why not to buy it on a PC on Steam or on PS5 because you've got all these other games to come out.
I mean, sure. Like I wouldn't buy it on PC anyway because I don't think it would run.
Hey, I gave you what you said was a better graphics card than what you had, and you've already broke it already.
Dude, like when did you buy that graphics? You buy that graphics card years ago? You did, right?
No, it came with the PC.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's decided.
How bad was yours?
Everybody's decided. It was old, Moody. It was old, Moody.
I had to bury it in the back garden.
No, I had it. It's down there. I kept it. It's in a place of honor. But no,
place of honor.
The other thing as well is like you know when you think about like you know crossovers between like what like you know a person who might buy and play the Outer Worlds 2 might not necessarily be somebody who would be into Silent Hill. Like,
completely.
You know what I mean? So it's like once you start popping off, like if you think of the Outer Worlds 2 as an Xbox game, then you know Ghost of Yotai and Pokemon Legends, like it doesn't impact like that game at all, right? Like,
we hope.
Like as an Xbox game, like people who have the Xbox console, they're looking for stuff to play. You know, they're gonna have the Outer Worlds 2 and Silent Hill F.
That they won't buy because Xbox players have already been conditioned not to buy their game.
It's like so people download it on Game Pass, right? But like you can't download Silent Hill F on Game Pass. So it does have certain advantages in a very specific like ways.
Yeah, moving a lot of goalposts to give them the advantage in certain ways. I don't disagree what you said.
They can have the advantage, like in this very niche arena. Like if we just ignore all of this and focus on this, like
it's coming out the same month where 3 other RPGs are coming out, which are a bigger franchise. Yes, one of them is exclusively on one console, but you've got the other 2 that. Actually 2 of them are, because obviously Ghost of Showtime is exclusive
Well, the thing
PS5.
is, like, because even then, right? It's like, well, it's also coming out on PS5. Like, Xbox's multi-platform strategy has now put them in a situation where it's like, actually, you have to worry about releasing at the same time of Ghost of Yotei if you're putting out a similar experience. Like,
exactly,
that's outside of this little niche circle that I drew around.
Yeah.
Like, people on Xbox need to play something, right? But like, yeah, like they've kind of they've like the how you sell games to people is you tell them why. And I know it's like it's much harder than this, and I'm simplifying it, but it's like you tell people why they should play that game over anything else, right? It's like, if you market a game really well, people will want to play it and want to buy it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Microsoft have been terrible at that.
Yeah.
Since Xbox One. Since the Xbox One came out, Xbox have not been able to have seemingly been completely unable to communicate why the games that they make are great and you should play them.
Yeah, no doubt. And now they've even gone one step further in the part of just like, yeah, we're not so confident in this game, we're lowering the price for you. Even if it was the wrong price to put it at or not, we are lowering the price.
It's all about
because it hasn't sold. The pre-orders haven't sold it very well, which I agree with what you said at the beginning of it. But well, we've gone on a tangent with this, so let's want to do the halftime.
Yeah,
show?
Let's do a halftime break. How did you know? How did you read my mind there? Crazy. Yeah, we're about
what I do.
We're about that point. But yeah, we'll do a halftime. You'll hear Vitz talking about Pixel Pop Stars and whatnot. Go watch it. On youtube.com/Vitz Patel. Season 1 and 2 are all up there, and he's taking a break for a while to focus on other creative pursuits and endeavors. But you know what? It's still good. You can still watch it and have a good time. So enjoy the ad.
What's good, everyone? I'm Vitz Patel. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, let's go. It's time for Pixel Pop Stars. The video game and pop culture game show. Life is performance beyond. Enter your state of flow. Catch Season 2 of Pixel Pop Stars on Twitch and YouTube at Vitz Patel.
And we're back. Still alive, baby. I survived.
Why have I done that? I hate that fucking sound so fucking much. Why did my brain just do that? Oh,
why did my brain just do that? The Daffod Moody story.
Oh, I hate that sound so much.
Could be the title of your autobiography.
I hate that sound so much.
No, why did my brain just do that? And then just a picture of you on the cover, like in like a sweater with like with all the books and the old looking books behind you, just make it look like a proper academic thing. Cool. That you heard from Vitz about Pixel Pop Stars. Now it's time to hear from me about an indie game, because it's time for Indie Game of the Week. This is the thing we do every week where we talk about a cool looking upcoming indie game that we think looks cool, and we think you should click the link that's in the description. You should check it out. You should wishlist it, because wishlisting games is a good thing to do. If you like indie games, in the description, we also have a link to our Steam Curator page, which you can click, and it has every single indie game of the week we've ever done, which is well over 150 games at this point. So if you're looking for a new game to play, or you're looking for some games to be excited about and add to your wish list, or both, Click that link. There's a huge list of awesome games, and we're going to add one right now. And this week's indie game of the week is called Felt That Boxing, which is a comedic boxing game set in a world where the charm of furry puppets collides with the fury of boxing. Step into the shoes of Ezra Fuzzy Wright, an unlikely hero with a big heart. His quest: battle his way through the tournament of a million punches to save an orphanage. Fuzzy never meant to follow in his belated father's footsteps into the ring, but when a greedy developer threatens to bulldoze the only home he's ever known, he laces up his oversized gloves and steps into the spotlight. What starts as a desperate bid to save the orphanage quickly escalates into a wild ride through bombastic arenas full of outrageous characters, ridiculous power-ups, and surprisingly emotional turns. That's Felt That Boxing. Looks weird. in keeping with how feverish I am, this was the game to go for sure.
Amy likes it weird. Did Amy just die?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna live.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck it.
Fuck it indeed.
Fuck you, and by you I mean me.
Chest
yeah.
confession.
So the game's visual style is what drew me to it. Because it's like everything's a puppet. Everything looks like a felt puppet. Which
aren't we all puppets?
Which is definitely one. Well, one could say that, but I think it's definitely going to add to the comedy of the boxing, with everything being puppets.
Yeah.
And that's all that's all I've got in the brain pan. I don't know if you've got anything else.
No.
I mean, the trailer looks very funny. But yes, Felt That Boxing. Go click the link in the description wherever you're choosing to listen to and/or watch this podcast. Have a look at the game, and then wishlist it if you like the look of it. Because wishlisting, it's great for developers, and it's good for you too, because you get an email when the game comes out, so you don't even have to remember it exists. You just one day, a thing will go bing, and then you'll click it, and you go, oh yeah, that game, and then you'll buy it, because it'll be 90% cheaper than Grand Theft Auto 6. Roughly. There's a callback.
This is a weighted ass game indeed. There's no doubt about it.
In it.
Interesting, no doubt about it. That's definitely an Amy ass game there, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else.
I know how to find them.
You do. It's like I think they just find you. You just stand out in the field and just stretch your arms out and just say, "Come to me, weird games."
Yeah, that's how it works.
And they all just fly to you.
People think like I just I follow indie game developers, and I follow like people who recommend indie games and talk about indie games, and like I scroll through lists and look and pick things out and like buy Edge magazine and see what games are in it every month. But actually what I do is I just sort of like go out into a field and like I meditate and like active. You know how like Goku can go Super Saiyan and punch people really good? Like my version of that is I just activate indie mode and I just start glowing. And then like, actually I'm going to pivot this metaphor. You remember in Avengers when Doctor Strange is like looking through all of the timelines to see like how many times they lose to Thanos? That's like that, but I'm seeing all of the indie games. I'm just like, my head's going, I'm doing the hand thing, and then like that one, and it's like the weird puppet boxing game. I do this every week. People, it's not like an empty field, like it's surrounded by houses. People can see me. They think it's weird, but they can't really stop me.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm handing the podcast back over to Moody.
Come back to me, my friends. Come back. I've got you for another hour. Let's go to Rumorville, everybody. We all love a good rumor and everything. So, new report says Xbox's Fable may not release until 2027. What? Oh my god! I'm trying to hype this up in the funniest way, but I can't. This is from Forbes right now. So right now, the news comes from from reputable, apparently, I don't know how true they are, Xbox insiders, Sharple Nick, who said on Xbox Era podcast that 2 sources have told him that Fable may not arrive until 2027. Not anything, not that anything is going especially wrong. To start, it's just taken longer than they thought. Xbox Fable. I think Fable is one of those games now where I don't know if people realize. I don't think people really think it's real. I think what they've been shown is just clip notes or something, maybe. But anyway, so this game was delayed. It was meant to come out this year. It's been delayed to 2026. Obviously, right now, this is all with a pinch of salt. Don't know how. I really don't know how reputable this person is. And the Xbox Era, well, they're all nutters on there anyway because they complained about a 7 out of 10 for Starfield. I know they said that's what it's going to be and everything because the industry's already proclaimed that was going to be a 7 out of 10. How wrong that was them. Because apparently it was worse.
That was them.
You're trying to remember who I was talking about.
What the fuck were we talking about? It was like, yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And then Starfield came out and it got like fucking 8s and 9s and shit. It was like,
Yeah.
And it was like, like every other Xbox game.
Yeah, and then it just sank and died, like every other Xbox game. But no, yeah. So I'm only speaking about this because more of just like why the fuck not? Because Xbox are going crazy right now and whatnot. And it also wouldn't surprise me if this was true and did come out. In fact, that they do delay it to 2027. A lot of things. There's no doubt about it. That from the developer side, is that this game was obviously getting heavily developed for just being on Xbox. Now, obviously, the massive pivot to being on everything, I think it's going to obviously throw on massive delays because they would have to want to get this on PlayStation 5, and to be able to do that, you're going to have to get on and get ready for all their certifications that they'll want you to do and everything for that. So that's a lot of hard work for doing that. Like I've already said just developing indeed because of why it's getting longer. It's just because there's so many platforms and everything for it to be able to get your game onto everything and whatnot. And it might even, it wouldn't surprise me if they want to try and get this on the bloody Switch too, maybe. I don't know if it'll be able to handle it. I don't really know. But either way, my biggest worry for this game is that even if this gets delayed or not to 2027, I think this game has a mountain to climb. I can only imagine how big the budget is on this game. We've heard about this game since the back end of the 2010s, and that's 5 years ago now. And we only heard of we only find what they've revealed it or finally announced the thing that we already knew was getting made. I think was it 2019 or 2020, something like that. I can't fully remember. And then we didn't see it for a while until last year or 2 years ago. And then we've seen nothing really since then and everything. And I think Playground have bit off too much the naked chew. And I'm just massively with everything how Microsoft and Xbox are right now. I'm massively worried about this game and massively worried about just obviously Playground in general and everything. So I'm curious. What are your thoughts, Amy? You don't have to, if you don't want to comment on if it gets delayed type of thing. I can understand if you didn't want to. But what are your thoughts on just like
just lean into the microphone? No comment.
No comment.
I mean, rumor. You know how I feel about video game rumors.
There was not much to choose out there.
That's fine. I dropped this on you. Where I was like, you pick everything and you picked stuff, and it's weird to sit here and be like, I don't know what we're going to be talking about next. That's strange, but. I mean, yeah, you worry for the people who work at Playground Games, right? Like
at any Xbox studio, really, I'm worried.
I'm worried about everyone who works at Xbox right now for sure, but Playground Games in particular because they've been developing a game for fucking 10 years.
Yeah, it's got to be close to 10 years now.
We were talking about the rumors of this game's development on My Xbox and Me when I was a regular co-host on that podcast, and that was like a lifetime ago. So like I feel like the game has been in development for an extremely long time, and we've seen that those games still have to make their budgets back, and their budget is, we've been making this game for 10 years. We saw it with Dragon Age the Veilguard that came out last year. In no way was that game ever going to be successful because it had to recoup a 10-year development budget.
Yeah.
Just to break even, that game had to be the best-selling Dragon Age game of all time right out of the gate. So that's one of the reasons I feel worried for Playground Games when this game does eventually come out, whether it's in 2026, 2027, or even later than that. But with the way Xbox is now, they're not like we talked about a couple of weeks ago. They're not a development first company; they're a profit first company, and the worry I have is that the game is going to get cancelled and the studio is going to get shut down before it comes out. And I don't think that's an unfounded worry. I think I feel like I wouldn't have said that like 2 months ago. But I think once you cancel a Perfect Dark and close down a studio that you founded and created yourself, I feel like anything's on the table as far as like closures and cancellations go. And so if I was someone who was anticipating this game and excited about this game, my worry wouldn't be, oh no, it's not coming out next year, it's coming out the year after. My bigger worry is they're going to cancel this game and close the studio.
Or have at least 50% of cuts on them or something like that. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, no doubt. It's I think it's, they put so much I won't lie. I think that what's hurt them even more is obviously lack of leadership and everything like that. The leadership has been absolutely diabolical. Just like, what have you got? Why are you taking so long? Type of thing. You got to be able to figure something out to be able to try and help them to be able to get a game out in a quicker time frame than what you are now. I get they haven't done this type of game before. I get that. I don't think it should be taking 10 years. I think if you're taking 10 years to get a game out for this type of thing, I think there's got to be some even more underlying problems that I think we've already alluded to. Bad management, whole shebang, the whole team basically. It's just not helping. And I think I see all the time, it's like they're constantly hiring. Like if I was anyone, I'd be worried if I got hired by there and everything like that, just because of how volatile Microsoft and Xbox are really at the end of the day. You just don't know what's going to happen and everything. It's already been reported, we already know, it's like when the whole thing kicked off really 2 weeks ago, some of them didn't really, even though we knew that this was all going to happen and everything, because it was rumored by Jason Snyder the week before, as a lot of studios did not think it was going to be them or anything, and they were just completely blindsided, which is, I get it, I completely understand it, and I don't and whatnot, but I don't know. It's like at the end of the day, you gotta have something. At the end of the day, I think that there's a time frame where too long is too long now. I think that's because it's going to hurt the studio. The longer you delay this, that's what's going to hurt the studio, I think, at the same time. Because and then it just makes me go, how big do you want this game? You don't have to do a massive fucking Witcher 3 size freaking open world type of game.
We did that once. It was fine. Let's not do that again.
But because of how long this game has been in for development, it makes me kind of think that's what they're going for, which is just terrifying to think.
But I don't
because that's a bar that I don't think anyone can hit. I
mean, no, but I don't even think that. I don't even know if that's the problem, right? It could be. It could just be they made a game that is huge and unwieldy. But we've seen, Everwild wasn't that. And it had problems and was in development for 10 years. Dragon Age the Veilguard wasn't that. It was in development for 10 years and it had massive problems. We speculate. I feel like I'll keep it to we speculated. We speculated about this a couple of weeks ago. Of there's something wrong at an Xbox level, not at a Playground level, or not just at a Playground level or at an Initiative level or a Rare level or whatever. There's something gone wrong at an Xbox level where games can be in development for so long that clearly must have issues because they've been in development for so long. And Xbox don't have any hands on the wheel. They don't seem to have a process for helping get games back on track. Like they're before they cancelled Perfect Dark, we know that game was having development troubles, and their solution was to just bring in another studio to help make that game, because they brought in Crystal Dynamics to try and help finish that game, and even that didn't fucking work. And Crystal Dynamics are an extremely talented studio. They're closers. They make games and they release them. The longer you like, there's, I don't know, like I feel like these massive gaps between, like in terms of like Fable, in terms of like there was excitement when that game was revealed 5 years ago or whatever it was, and now there's been such a big gap between that and now. I feel like you can't sustain that excitement for so long, right? It's like I said last year, I think the thing that hurt Dragon Age the Veilguard the most was the fact that it didn't come out within 5 years of Inquisition. Like I think
Great.
I think that you can't be excited for like if your franchise or your series or whatever is like 10 years between sequels, it's impossible to still be excited like by like that release cadence. It's not impossible, like, but it's harder, right? Whereas it's like it doesn't feel current in your head. I'm talking gibberish now. Moody, please.
No, you're not. No, I completely understand what you're saying there, because like my worry is, but the thing is for me, it's like they've already shown that they are willing to cancel things. I have a feeling if this didn't release, I think the any trust, and which I think has already been massively fractured, if not is already crumbling away, I think it will completely be shattered if they cancel this game, which I think there's a higher chance because of everything what happened last 2 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, because of just how volatile what we've seen. We already know what Microsoft are doing. They're going all in on AI, stupid or not. Everyone will say it. We all know it's stupid, for God's sakes. But and they're being so volatile towards it, they're going to hurt everything else, and they clearly don't give a fuck for doing that. And yeah, I think
there's
like
no strategy.
Yeah.
Like
there's no strategy.
There's no strategy. Like they want to. Their strategy is the Xbox strategy appears to be they want to make money, and that's fine. Like, you know, like I'm not capitalism's biggest fan, but like I feel like if you make a thing, you should be allowed to make money out of it. Fine, I get that, but like that's their only plan. It's like, you need a plan to make money, right? Like, my plan for making money is I show up to a job when I'm not dying of a chest infection. I show up to my job.
Actually, you showed up even while you were dying with a chest infection. So.
I did. That was a terrible idea. I lasted 30 minutes and fainted. But if I you know what I mean? If I just stepped out of my front door with no job, no nothing, no like anything, and just like thought, right, well, I'm gonna make some money today. Like, no, I'm not. And I feel like that's what Xbox is doing. It's like it's such like, because of how long it takes to like make games, just in general, you need to have such a long-term plan. If you're a publisher like actually, even if you're not a publisher like Microsoft, everybody needs to have a plan, right? Like Microsoft needs to have a plan for like, right, what games have we got in development? When roughly are these games going to be coming out? Like, okay, so we've got gaps here, and here. How can we fill them? Do we need to go and tap our third-party partners for stuff? Do we have studios who can make something within like a 3-year time span to get something out here in this gap that we have here? And there just isn't one. It's just the plan is every 3 months we need to make sure that we're making more profit than we were 3 months ago. And that leads to what we're seeing now, which is just a complete mess. It's a complete mess. Like, I don't trust video game rumors. I never have. But
I do. True.
But like this Fable one, I could believe it. Yeah, sure. Like, well, why not? Like, everything's a disaster at Xbox at the moment. So why not Fable as well?
Like, I'm having a look right now. I've got this on gamesradar.com. The studios that they have and everything. And I'm looking at literally Undead Labs. And I'm literally like, so State of Decay 1, 2013. State of Decay 2, 2018. So that's what? That's a 5-year gap. We've got State of Decay 3, we're coming to a 7-year gap now since that game for the sequel.
And we know they had problems. And we know that studios had problems.
Yeah.
That have been exacerbated by a lack of management and oversight from Xbox. Like, I won't say we know. I'll say there was a report. I can't remember if it was like an actual thing or if it was just one of those reports.
I think it was a Jason Steiner report, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure. So I'll just say we there have been issues at that studio according to people who have worked there. Like, it's not hard to see where the problem lies. The issue is that the company where the problem lies, which is Xbox, isn't doing anything to fix the problem.
Yeah.
And that's evident in everything that's happening around Xbox.
Yeah. One last one I'm looking at right now, Compulsion. We've just literally released the game this year in 2025, but it took them 7 years from their last game to get to this game. So what? It's going to take them another 7 years to get their next game out?
Well, that's roundabout where we're at, right? Like, we've kind of figured out with like that sort of like AAA, like high level video game development. We're at that sort of 7-year development cycle.
Yeah, this is how crazy those was. This is how insane it was for me when I heard that we've got 3 games from Obsidian this year. I'm just like, wait, what? Why?
There's studios
apparently Avowed still needed work a little bit more for what I heard.
Sure. Why?
Grounded 2 I get, but like for me, Outer Wilds just feels like it needs to go to next year. And I think I get everyone's like, GTA 6, blah blah blah, but you'll be fine. Don't worry about that game.
It's fine. GTA 6 is going to save the industry. Remember?
Yeah, it's going to be £100, and we're all going to jump for joys. And yeah,
I'm going to buy it twice, even though I don't like Grand Theft Auto. Apparently, yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, if the rumor is true, I'm worried if it does get delayed again. I'll say that right now. I'll be like, well, if we hear that half of that team's been cut before the game release, like, yeah, that's not a surprise.
Like, I feel like we've been around long enough to know, like, signs, right? Like, we being you and I, we've been around doing this, when Anthem was in development, when Dragon Age the Veilguard was in development. I know those are both from the same development studio, but hey, that was the Breaks kid. But like, we know the signs we're looking for to see if something is in trouble, and this is one of the signs.
Yeah. No doubt. I hope I am wrong, and I hope when Fable does come out, I hope Fable does come out, and it's incredible.
I hope it comes out. I hope it gets a fucking 9s and 10s across the board. It sells millions and millions of copies. It comes out in 2026. All that. I really like every single game. Like, I know we've kind of like been talking down about games. It's like, oh, all the games come out and they're all amazing and they all sell fantastic.
Yeah.
Especially GTA 6, because we need it to save everybody.
Save the industry.
Saves the industry. Save
the industry.
Steal the cars, save the world. That's what I've heard.
Every time I see people from that studio, I never see them smiling.
Get the bagpipe song going on your phone and just.
Like, I'm coming up to a release and I'm just like, oh god, yeah.
Yes, that's true. You are next Friday, right? Next Friday? Is it next Friday? Next Thursday. It's next Thursday.
Okay. But yes, let's get to one final topic before we run away and I pass the power back to Amy fully. Pokemon had a presents this week. Another showcase, quote-unquote showcase and everything. And I'm going to run through quickly what was revealed, and then I'm going to talk about my thoughts and how the internet was not happy. Here we go. So they revealed a the new season of Pokemon Concierge. That's on Netflix. Apparently, that's very good. I don't know. I haven't checked it out, but yeah, go and check it out if you enjoy it. You got Pokemon Tales: The Misadventures of Sirfetch'd and Pichu. Yeah, it could be interesting. Go and check it out and everything. Pokemon Go, more stuff for Pokemon Go, Pokemon TCG. Go and check it out. More stuff for puzzles, plushies, and Pokemon Friends. Go and check that out. There's a lot of stuff. Obviously, updates for Scarlet and Violet and everything like that. So yeah, we released the released the Switch 2. Came with improved updates for those games. Yeah, thanks guys. Pokemon Champions. Go and check it out. And then obviously they got to the big one, which was Pokemon Legends ZA. And yeah, so one showcase was crap. It was boring. It was a normal showcase of what you expect from Pokemon. And one thing is like, so I'm hearing things. I'm seeing things, and I've even like spoken to a couple of people I work with who are like big Pokemon fans like me. Just like, this was way too hyped too much. I was thinking, yes, I could have told you this 10,000 years ago. Like, seriously, why? Like, why are you giving? Like, I love Pokemon. I've said that many times and everything. I got all of that stuff behind me for the heck of it. For all of it. And I'm buying all the old games because I want it and everything. But never trust Game Freak and the Pokemon Company when it comes to a presents. At all. They're always lackluster. You always overhype it. You always think, oh, they're going to do this. Are they going to do that? Are they going to do black and white remix? Are they going to do something about the Johto region? Are they going to go Let's Go 2? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? No, they're not. They're going to show you their mobile games. They're going to show you their new online game that's probably going to be their new virtual, their online TGC, whatever. And everything, and then they're going to show you the little bits of the game, but they're going to give you little bits, and then you're going to see the little bit that they want to show you, and then you're going to whine about it, which you have, which I get it. Mega Dragonite, it looks weird. I won't lie, it looks really weird, but I don't care. People just need to just relax when it comes to this. Like, and I'll say this right now. All you're getting next year is Generation 10. That's all they'll show you at the present that is really new in February, people. I'm just going to say it. I'll say this right now. It'll be mobile games, update to their mobile games, maybe an update to ZA. Maybe it's like, say, oh, you might get some DLC or ZA has sold this many copies or whatever. Then they'll do Generation 10, which will be the 3 starters like they did for Scarlet and Violet, where me and Amy reacted to it after I stopped playing Elden Ring. I might do it next year just for the heck of it. Get her to play Elden Ring just so I can stop it again.
Ring. Like, why do you want me to stream Elden Ring when you know reason? No, you'll be streaming Elden Ring. And then I'll be there, and they'll be like, right, we need to stop for a bit. And I'll be like, what, why?
Got a Pokemon game, got a new Pokemon. Yeah. No. Gonna do that again, and that is what they're gonna show you. And that is it. And you're not gonna like it. You're gonna cry, but then you'll see the new starter. So you're gonna be like, and you'll start fighting with which one's the cutest, and then you'll start fighting of which one you want to start with, and everything, and the whole thing. And there, Pokemon fans, we are nutters, but I feel like I'm a perfectly sane nutter to a certain level. But then everyone else is this, and you need to chill the fuck out. It was a bland Pokemon Direct.
I love it.
It was what I knew it was going to be.
And the moral of the story is, guys, chill.
Well, the story is,
chill.
Listen to Moody.
Chill.
Listen to Moody. Everyone listens to Moody, everyone is right. That's all you need to remember this.
I'm going to be real with you right now. Like, do you know when I found out there was a Pokemon Presents this week?
Today?
5 minutes ago when you said, I'm going to talk about the Pokemon Presents. I was like, what? Excuse me?
There was a Pokemon Present. They announced this like a month, 6 weeks ago or something. And then people were just like, oh my God, they've never done this before. Announced one 6 weeks before. And it's always like the day before. Oh my God, this is going to be something huge and amazing. And it wasn't. It really, really wasn't, Amy. It really wasn't. It was what I knew it was going to be. And that's all I need to
I
see.
didn't even see people. I didn't even see people posting about it or anything. Like, wow, that's.
Oh, I've
crazy.
seen stuff. People are going. People
Oh, yeah,
are
sure.
people are stupid.
You
People are
made me
stupid.
watch that one video of that one person when we were down, and I guess he must have been talking about this week's Pokemon Presents, where he did that tier list, and he was like,
Oh yeah,
here's what might
munching
happen, and
orange.
here's what's not going to happen,
Yeah.
and then he was like, I'm going to be realistic about this, and then I was like, it was not realistic about this at all.
It was
like,
not.
How many people?
It
do you think
really wasn't.
How many people do you think work at Game Freak? Jesus Christ!
I've seen a few of them this leading up to it, and a lot of them were just like, could they show us Gen 10? No, they're not going to show you Gen 10 until next year during the anniversary. You fucking idiots!
It's not even like anniversary thing or like anything else. It's like, why would you undercut the game that's not out yet?
There's that as well.
Like, because as far as I'm aware, Pokemon ZA is not out yet, right?
Yeah, it comes out October.
So like, you've got a Pokemon game coming out. Like, it would be insanity to show another Pokemon game before that Pokemon game has come out. Like, at that point, you're just eating into your marketing time for the one that you want people to buy, which is the next one. But I guess, you've got to get clicks on YouTube or whatever.
You gotta do something.
Did all the videos that you saw have like the faces? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The faces.
The faces.
You gotta love the faces.
At this point, like, everybody's always like, oh, you gotta have the faces, otherwise people won't click the video. At this point, if your video has that face, I'm not
clicking on it.
Like, I haven't clicked on it. No, I'm all right, thank you.
Yeah.
Unless it's a very obvious parody. Like, I'm not clicking on your video. But
or if it has, and if some of them have red eyes, I'm literally staying far away from the fucker.
like, and there's got to be a red arrow somewhere pointing at something. Like, for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a Pokemon, all right.
That's a Pokemon, all right. That's a Pokemon.
I think you know what? You're right. I think they are going to show a Pokemon at this Pokemon present. I think we're going to see a Pokemon.
Yeah.
I get you though. It's like when E3 used to be a bigger deal, and everybody would do like the big predictions of like, whoa, we're going to see this, and we're going to see that, and it's like, no, we're not though. Like, we're just not. Like, every single goddamn video of those that I ever came across, or article where it was like, here's what we might see, and it was always like, if this happened, this would be unprecedented in the history of video games. Like, as far as I'm aware,
there was some great times at E3. Sorry for
there was some great E3.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, and we've gotten close before. They did Final Fantasy VII. Like, the fucking roof almost exploded off the fucking place.
I think it did, yeah.
But yeah, like,
just to rewatch that again. Oof, I might do that.
I like rewatching the Easy Allies now with game trailers reaction. Where it's Huber and Bosman.
Yeah, that's amazing. They weren't Easy Allies then, were they? They were games.
They were still game trailers.
Game trailers. That's it. Yeah.
It was. I can't remember who it was. It was Bosman. It was Huber. It was the woman who left. I can't remember her name, and it was the other guy. I just remember Huber and Bosman going fucking nuts. But yeah, no, like, I don't know. I find it hard to keep the hype up if I try to live like that. You know what I mean?
I think it's that.
Like, you're just setting yourself up to be disappointed. Because, like, if you go into a Pokemon Presents with just being like, whatever they show me is what they show me.
Yeah.
Which has kind of been my strategy for like, I know I haven't watched all the showcases. I don't watch all the showcases anymore. But, like,
you actively avoid them.
I actively avoid some of them now. But, like, when I watch something like that, or even just like, you know what I mean? Like, when I watch something like that, it's like, rather than trying to go in and second guess what I'm going to see, it's like, okay, whatever happens, happens. And I've tended to find that I've enjoyed them more. Like the ones that I watch now. Whereas, like, a few years ago when, because we were definitely a part of that whole culture. I'm not saying we were above it, where it was like, whoa, maybe they'll do this and maybe they'll do that. And I'm going to predict we're going to see this. And I'm going to predict we're going to see that. And then every time you come out and you'd be like, well, that sucked. And, like, did it suck? Or did you just have ridiculous expectations for what was going to be? that were never going to be met, right? Like if I went into every single showcase and been like, we're definitely going to see Hollow Knight Silksong this time, even though I know that we're not, because I'm a reasonable person. But I would be disappointed with every single one. You know, it's like if I went into a PlayStation and I was like, right, Final Fantasy IX's 30th anniversary, so they're definitely going to show Final Fantasy IX, and it's been such and such many years, so we're definitely going to see a new Judgment game. And then there's we haven't seen anything from this PlayStation studio, and then they're going to bring out Wolverine, and it's going to be, it's coming holiday 2025. It's like, whose fault is it if I'm disappointed because none of that happened?
Oh, it's their fault. No doubt
it's
about
my
it.
fault for building my own ridiculous expectations.
But I think it's now is that at the time when it was all really kicking off, basically the beginning of the PS4, Xbox One era, and everything, I would say for me, it might have been earlier for other things, but I think for me, that's when it really hit Poe's peak. I think it peaked then, and I think now it's just dwindling down to just like. Yeah,
I wonder, because I'm putting this together with something we just talked about, and I wonder if part of that is these longer development times that we're faced with right now, right?
Oh, definitely not.
Because it did feel, and I don't know, maybe it's just nostalgia goggles. It did feel like there was like a big chunk of time where you would sit down to watch E3, and anything could happen. Like, you know what I mean? Anything could fucking happen, you know? And now it just feels like everything is such a low-key affair. Like, your directs and your states of play and your showcases and your Summer Games Fests and Game Awards. Like, there's nothing surprising anymore. There's very few surprises. Like, it doesn't feel like anything could happen. Like, Gamescom's opening night live is coming up, right? It's in August, so it's coming up, like, next month, right?
Yeah, back
and, like,
end, yeah.
Even if I was, like, bothered to watch it, like, I wouldn't feel like, ooh, don't know what's going to happen here. Like, I'm excited. Like, anything could happen. Show Final Fantasy VII, Part 3. You know? Like, you know what I mean? It just feels like it'll be some games. Most of them won't be for me. And a couple of them might be kind of cool. And then it'll end. And everybody will start arguing on social media. Jeff will do something to piss everybody off.
That's fair. That is fair, no doubt. I don't... Is a whole... Like for me, I think that they peaked, and then when everything started to unravel, like PlayStation says, we're not going to be part of it anymore. Xbox, we're not going to be part of it anymore, even though we're going to be doing it the same day. We're going to be down the street, basically. EA, we're not going to be part of it anymore.
I think that was a boost to E3, if I'm honest. EA being we're not going to be part of it anymore, and everyone kind of went,
cool, yeah, but
you take Ubisoft with you.
But when the two big ones like Xbox and PlayStation were basically not there, quote unquote, I think it massively hurt them. There's no doubt about that. We're kind of going on the E3 here for some weird reason, but yeah,
we were talking about Pokemon Presents, and then we were talking about like
hyping all that shit,
it up, and your brain just naturally wanders to these places.
Yeah, it's. I think more of it's just like, I think predictions now are just getting boring. There's no doubt about that. It is now getting boring to that type of thing, and there's the excitement for these things, I think, have now completely just died out. Yes, Summer Game Stuff still gets fantastic numbers overall, I think, because I think there's always the peak of like people wanting to watch to see what's new and everything coming, hopefully what's new. But when it comes to like the hype, I think there's very little to any hype for it when it comes to it. Now, I won't lie, I've shrunk my bubble very much compared to what I used to have when the PlayStation 4 era Xbox One era kicked off, compared to what it is now. So it's like, like I'm very just desensitized to it compared to what it was. So, but I think obviously a lot of things have just like, I think it goes down to just like the culture, comes down to
think it's
people like saying, "Yeah, what can I? How many of these can I buy? Yeah, probably only one of them. Oh, I better make this last type of thing."
Yeah, I think it's the longevity of the dev cycles. I think it's the nature of the reveals as well, because like, remember when God of War was revealed for the first time? Everybody who was watching it remembers when the 2018 one, the orchestra and the thing, and he comes in and then he's giving me my axe. And
was it 2018? Was it 2016?
No, the 2018 game. I mean, I realized when I was saying God of War, there's two games that are called God of War. The 2018 game, it was revealed years earlier, but like it had a whole thing to it. And then I was trying to think like, what was the hypest thing that got revealed at Game Awards last year? And it was like probably a video that was like 10 seconds long with a working title on it. And it's just like, maybe it's the nature of the way things are revealed has changed as well. Maybe. Are you looking up when it came out? It was E3 2016.
It was 2016. Yeah. 2016, yeah. No, I'm saving these to rewatch them. I've already got the Final Fantasy one to be shown again. And
when we hit our Twitch marathon 12-hour all day live stream, we have to watch the Konami E3 press conference.
Oh God! Why do you want to torture me?
It's not torture.
I don't want to.
It's not torture. It's incredible.
I've seen clips of it. I don't need to see these shit.
Or we could watch the Ubisoft one with that guy who kept going.
I've seen clips of it. I don't need to see torture.
They're incredible.
Why do I want to be tortured?
It's not torture.
Why do I want to...
If it was torture, I'd make you watch a boring one. No, that's torture. But no, like I think the nature of the way games are even revealed now has changed as well, to the point where it's like you have to get excited about a 30-second video that doesn't even have it's like a 30-second like pre-rendered video that doesn't even have a title. Like, didn't the Okami sequel just get revealed as the Okami sequel? Like, you see, like, you know, Nintendo will put out a thing being like, oh, Pokemon Legends EA is now in development, and then that'll be it. And it's just like, cool. What is that? Like Metroid Prime 4, it was a logo. And
still waiting to see Rob if that game's coming out. We don't know.
I sat here on this podcast with everybody after E3, and we used to do votes. What was your favorite Xbox? What was and everybody else voted the fucking Metroid Prime 4 was their favorite Nintendo reveal, and I was like, what was it about the Metroid Prime 4 reveal? I went fucking off it. What was it about that reveal that you really gravitated towards? Was it the font? But it was blah, blah, blah. No, because I know half of the people on this podcast don't even play Metroid Prime. I can forgive Patrick because he's played all three and he's a fan of the series. The other two, I was mad. But yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Just unlocking core E3 memories now. First ever podcast. The fourth episode of this podcast ever was like an pre-E3 predictions podcast, and we put so many people on. And I remember Kirsty coming out of pocket, out of nowhere. Oh, aren't Guerrilla supposed to be making this like robot dinosaur game? And me being like, I've not heard of that, but that sounds sick. That'd be cool if it was true. And then they revealed Horizon Zero Dawn. 2 days later, it was like, fuck, nailed it.
Should have created a bingo. Should have put some money on that fucker.
We did have I think it was a competition at that point where I was like, who can get the most guesses right? I think
that's it, Jamie. I think we're done.
Are we?
Yeah.
Because
I think it's time for OpenCritic Head-To-Head.
It says there's more things on here. And I trust the document. The document's never lied to me in the past. Do not edit the document. Or not right now. Don't do it to me. It's time for OpenCritic Head-To-Head. This is the game we play every week where we try to guess the OpenCritic average of upcoming games. Do we really do that? Now, you do. And you do. And then what Vitz tries to do is Vitz isn't really trying to guess what the average will be. Vitz is playing his own different game. So I don't even know if my intro spiel for OpenCritic Head-To-Head is true anymore. This is the game we play every week where some of us try to guess the OpenCritic average of upcoming games. that sounds more true to life. Whoever guesses closest to the score gets a point, and if you manage to guess the score correctly, you get 2 points. Last week, we tried to guess the OpenCritic average of 2 upcoming games. The first one, No Sleep for Konami from The Somnium Files. Vitz guessed it would get an 83, I guessed it would get an 80, Moody guessed it would get a 79. At the time of recording, that game has an OpenCritic average of 80, which means Amy gets 2 points. Let's go, Amy. You know, say what you want about how badly I'm doing this year, but I have a significant number of correct guesses.
Well, compared to last year?
Just in general, that's my 5th. That's the 5th game I've managed to guess like completely correctly.
I remember when I went on a 10-week track.
Yeah, that was last year. That was what started this whole like year and a half long trend of like nobody can catch Moody. You got like 6 in a row, and it was just like, how the fuck is he doing this? Like we're recording these live. Like I'm watching you put the numbers in, so I know you're not cheating.
I bought off the critics.
Yeah. Could have done that for me when I was desperately pleading with them. Could somebody just give Highland Song a 10 out of 10 so I can win Fantasy Critic? I just need one, please.
Yeah, but I didn't enjoy for Highlander, so I said no.
Bastard. How dare you. For 2 reasons. One, that game was really good, and 2, like I could have beat Vitz in Fantasy Critic. How dare you?
Amy, you're going to win 2 years in a row. Stop your complaining. I'm
going to win. Can we quickly just go through the current scores? Because I looked them up the other day, and I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck has happened?
Yeah, we can do that.
We'll do that after we've done OpenCritic. So stick around if you want to find out the ridiculous like margin between myself and whoever's in second place. I think it's Alfie. But yeah, we also try to guess the OpenCritic average of Wheel World. Vitz guessed it would get an 85. I guessed it would get a 76. Moody guessed it would get a 78. At the time of recording, Wheel World has an OpenCritic average of 80, which means Moody gets 1 point. That puts the scores at Vitz 12, Amy 15, Moody 28, and 3 draws.
At least you both are beating draws.
Draws keeps going up because Vitz is doing his dumbass fucking number to mathematically place myself between everybody. Bullshit. We were neck and neck until he started pulling that shit. So it's definitely not working for him. Should we like we could curb this so easily by just instituting a rule that says whoever finishes in last has to buy a pizza for the other 2. You'd cut that shit out pretty quickly if we did that.
Because you'd be buying too many.
Because you'd be buying 2 fucking pizzas
a week, and I'll be calling those. I'll be calling.
No,
that
I mean at the
fucker
end.
every week.
Whoever finishes last, like that would be unreasonable. Like it would just cost him 2 pizzas, not like 2 pizzas every week. That would be fucking crazy. Okay.
I don't think that sounds crazy.
Yeah, because you're winning by a million miles. You'll fucking pizzas every fucking day. Tony Macaroni will never.
Was pretty good.
Tony Macaroni will never be away from your fucking house. Let's try and get some more open critics because we got 2 games to guess this week. The first one, Tales of the Shire, a game I want to be good. I really want to love. I really want this game to be good because I would love to just live in the Shire. I think it would be cool.
That's true. It's my turn.
It is, yeah. It's your turn to go first.
69.
For a Hobbit game. Really?
All right.
That's a joke.
50.
It's a joke. 50. What? All right, so Vitz ain't here, right? So you know what I'm going to do? I did this last.
You're gonna go 90.
No, I'm gonna. So Vitz is gonna guess unless Vitz goes into the document and changes the number, which he knows he can do at any time. So right now, I'm gonna say Vitz is gonna guess this game is gonna get a 9, and he's free to change that number at any time. So if I come back here next week, providing I'm still alive, if I come back here next week and I'm like, Vitz got a 9, it's Vitz's fault.
Well, it'll just be Vitz next week if you're dead and I'm not here.
I mean, sure, yeah, I'm going to have to drag myself out again. It's fine though, because the week after I'll be off, so I will get a rest one way or another. The other game we're going to guess the OpenCritic average of is Ninja.
Just confirm you picked 74, don't
74, yes. I said I picked 74. The next game we're going to guess the OpenCritic average of is Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound. One of about 17 Ninja Gaiden games coming out this year.
It fucking really is this year, isn't it? Yeah. Which one's this? Oh, that's this one. Ooh, okay. 84.
84. What do we say? What do we reckon Vitz is going to say this one gets?
8.
8? 8 it is. Vitz is going to guess it's going to get an 8.
I just want to reiterate, Vitz, this ain't shenanigans. You can get into the document to change this. We will allow you to let you do this. Now, if you don't come bitching at us next week.
No complaints.
Well, at least to Amy, because I won't be here to listen. So
no complaints. All right, like you have plenty of opportunity to get in here, change the number. We told you this last time when you guessed whatever game it was would get 100. Excuse me. I'm gonna go. I want this game to get a lot because it's in my fantasy critic team.
Oh, you got this one, have you? I've got
do,
the.
Yeah. You got Ninja Gaiden 4. I got this. Yeah. Screw it. 87. I will. I'll be optimistic now. Yeah, I want to read out the fan because I checked Fantasy Critic. Like I check Fantasy Critic pretty routinely. But I don't. Yeah. I like usually just to like what games people are bidding on, like what games to buy. Like,
yeah.
I think I filled I filled my team up, right? Yeah. No.
You've still got a spot. So let's go for it. So right now in last place is Revenge of the Smeghead, me on 64 points. Then it is Vitz Patel, Pixel Pop Stars on 66 points. Then it's On the Rise to Greatness on 75 points. I'm just rounding up basically.
Yeah.
And then Elf Daughter, Snuggle Studio, and 79 points.
So that's pretty close, right? Like it's pretty close. Like there's only 18 points between last place and second place. That's pretty good. 78 to 64.
Yeah. Then you have the DEI in Interactive by Amy, who has 200 and basically 3 points.
203 points. I looked at it a couple of days ago and I was like, shit, I need to finish my team off. And I was like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, you just had Donkey Kong come out, so.
Yeah. And Death Stranding and you know.
Yeah.
I've never seen a gap like that before.
Not even when I was
when you beat me extremely handily that one time.
Yeah.
I was
there's no doubt about right now I would say you're poised very heavy favourite to win this year. There's no doubt about that.
Sure, yeah.
But the thing is about it is that all your games have pretty much come out. Like
pretty much.
I've still got over half of my games to come out. Vitz
we'll see.
Has got 3 that have been delayed, and he needs to replace them. Vitz needs 4, should I say? He needs to completely have a look at his list.
Vitz needs to...
Elf has had a lot of her games still to come out, and like Rise to Greatness, Lockstail, he has a lot of games still to come out as well. So it's like, and a lot of my games have all got release dates, and I'm hoping that they will come out. I think I've got 1, 2, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games that have got guaranteed release dates. I'm still hoping that Metroid Prime 4 will come out this year. I'm hearing that I saw online that apparently Hades 2 has now released its final update, and then its next update will be 1.0. I'm hoping that means
That came around.
I know, so I'm like, ew, does that mean? Oh, come on, guys, come out, because that's guaranteed 20 odd points for me there, motherfuckers. Hyper Light Breaker, still saying this year, but who knows when it comes to it. And I think I will need to do another change, because I have a feeling Stranger Than Heaven, the Yakuza developers' new game, I don't think that's going to be this year. I think I'm going to have to skip that, delete that.
What that game is actually called.
Stranger Than Heaven.
Yeah.
I'm going through. I think I'm going to have to probably delete that and go for another game. I'm still holding out for Tides of Annihilation. That might be this year. Yeah. Everything else for the most part has a release date. So
I have 204 points. Last year, I finished the season with 212. I still have Silent Hill to come out and Hollow Knight. In theory, I still have Hollow Knight to come out this year.
I'll stay aside that if that comes out, I'm conceding straight away. I think there's a chance for you to be caught. I think if Silksong comes out, which is highly rumored that it will this year, but obviously the proof's going to be in the pudding, really, if that does come out.
Yeah. Including the space in my team, I have 5 games to come out still.
Yeah, and you've got one of them coming out next week.
The other really strange thing, one of them's coming out next week. The other really strange thing about my Fantasy Critic season this year is I haven't dropped anything. I haven't had to drop a single game. Every single game I have picked has come out. And apart from Hollow Knight, which, we all know the running joke at this point, like, I feel like every game I've picked is gonna come out.
Yeah, probably will. Like, I think Silent Hill F is going to be incredible. I think it looks amazing. I think that's the next game that is new this year that I will probably have a go at. I don't think I'll buy it. I don't know. It's really for it, but it looks so good. So that again could be at least an 85 already. That's 15, 20. That's 15 points. The thing is about you've been so consistent.
Like at this point, I'm shooting for when was it? It was, I think last year was the highest point total, because me and Vitz were close. Like, neither of us made it past 200. So like the highest point total we ever had is 200 and 213 points. So I'm aiming for that. At this point, I'm just like, if I can get over that, that's the highest anyone's ever got.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll just retire. That's it. There are no more frontiers to conquer. It's like I'll have won back-to-back. I'll have smashed the points record. Maybe I'll just be like, I retire from this sport. Retire at the top. That's what they always say.
Maybe. The thing is, I've got a counterpick game that has reviews. It just doesn't have enough. Mm-hmm. And if it gets enough, it's going to give me many points.
Game on.
Because it is massively getting shot on right now.
Sure.
Well,
we'll see what happens. So. We'll see what happens. I'm not counting my chickens. I opened it up and I was like, I'm 100 and how many points ahead? I've heard of a strong start, but
yeah.
Anyway, I thought it was interesting.
Like, I'm having a look right now. My counter pick on if it was the Ghost Steam reviews, it's at mostly negative at 34%. I wish it was on Steam reviews because I would have had points by now.
Steam reviews are so demented. It would definitely be an interesting way to play the game. But
but on OpenCritic right now, it has one review which is a 1 out of 10, 1 out of 5. They hated the game and everything. I need 4 more people to fucking review this game. You bastards, review this game.
Oh, how the tables have turned. Yeah, but I think that'll do it for this podcast. I don't know. I'm alive, and that was my objective going into this. I'm gonna go and collapse for another few days. I gotta try and get a sick note tomorrow, which is not gonna be fun. But Moody,
I'm dying. Give me a sick note.
Show them this podcast and just be like, look, does this look like a person who can function in normal human society? But
that's before the sick note, and that's before the chest infection.
Yeah, this was 3 weeks ago. I was perfectly healthy. It's your time to shine, Moody, so do that.
It's time for me to finish off, everybody, for me to pass the baton back to Amy. But before I do that, it's time for me to give you one last word. Hello, everybody. Be proud you made it. Another day is behind you. Another week has passed. We're still waiting for Daddy to come back with that milk. But you want to know what else you have? That's the future. That is all yours to decide. Let fly your heated fury because it's your time to party. We all welcome each other from far and wide. We'll be helping each other all the way. Go live your best life. It all starts with level 1. Go now. High five that sky. Live long and prosper. Roll into them titties. The journey is yours, and it starts now. Peace.
The only thing I'm rolling into is that bed.